educational discussion with students ended as a motivational speech empowering our kids to act with integrity and character and to always strive for excellence. For NewsCenter1, I'm Aaliyah Wilson.
And U.S. Senator John Thune, as well as Congresswoman Kristi Noem, making the rounds to several area schools throughout this past week and issuing that same call for character, integrity, and a return to standards in South Dakota education. 5 South Dakota lawmakers touring the indoor marijuana farm that will supply the main attraction of the nation's first marijuana resort, being built on the land of the Flandreau Santee Sioux tribe. Today's tour including a discussion in which tribal leaders answered questions from lawmakers. Most of those questions dealing with the steps that the tribe will need to take to ensure that marijuana does not leak into the rest of the state, where its consumption and possession would remain illegal and where enforcement of existing marijuana law would be extremely expensive. Republican State Representative Elizabeth May says that the tour was helpful. She says that after seeing the security measures of the growing facility, she believes that marijuana will not leave the reservation. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And on this Friday, it has been a decidedly optimistic week for the Dow Jones and the rest of the major indexes. Kind of counterculture for the month of October, which historically, as we know, has been one of the roughest months that we see. The Dow rising another 74 points today in a decidedly positive week, up to 17,216 on the close. NASDAQ rising 17 to 48.87. The S&P rising 9 to 20.33. And gold dropping $10.40 on a strengthening U.S. dollar, down to $1,177 and a dime on this day of trade. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us.
Yep. On
a beautiful Friday.
Felt
like fall. Good night for football.
Great night for football. We finally got the temperatures down. You know, football weather. You know, those kids running around.
Shoulder pads. People don't realize shoulder pads and pants. And Bob, you know this, and I know this. And you get hot even if it's 40 degrees.
Yeah, no. So I used to play in. You know, you run down for a pass. Had to go 40 yards for a pass, run 40 yards back, and then the center would call the huddle 40 yards back, well, not really, maybe 15. Run back there, run to the, and then do it again, you know. Yep. You do that a few times, you know, the 30-degree weather seems awfully warm.
Yeah, you can sweat even in freezing temperatures, that's for sure.
All right, let's look at those overnight low temperatures from this morning. Finally, we see some freezing temperatures out there, folks. Phillip 24, 21 Pine Ridge, 24 Buffalo. Cold temperatures, but tonight we're going to warm it up a little bit. We'll continue to warm it up a little bit tomorrow, but Sunday we're really going to turn on the heat. It's going to be a very warm day on Sunday.
82 degrees. Is that what you're calling for?
You gave it away. You just gave it away.
I'm always, spoiler alert for Bob's weather.
Spoiler alert, don't listen to him.
Let's see if it's still 82 in Bob's most updated forecast. His temperature outlook is on the way, and we'll see if that 82 still holds. And a big night in sports as well. We can't not mention a couple of undefeated matchups, St. Thomas More and Belfouche, and the Kansas City Royals in their opening playoff game. That's what I'm looking forward to. That and more news after the break right here on NewsCenter1.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
Add style to your home with Patriot Lighting and Menards. This Andrea 2-light pendant features an antique silver leaf finish, $89. And this Troy 4-light pendant has an oil-rubbed bronze finish and a mesh shade, only $124. Check out our great selection of pre-hung steel entry doors from Mastercraft. This 9-light door has insulated glass with internal grills that never need cleaning. Right now, it's just $159 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
The Yamaha Viking and Viking 6. The hardest working, most off-road capable side-by-sides in America. Built for the hardest working people on earth, you.
Black Hills Power Sports on I-90 Service Road between exits 60 and 61 in Rapid City.
The greatest snow in the Black Hills at Terry Peak is right around the corner. Now through the end of October, lock in your half-price Terry Peak season pass. It's the perfect Christmas gift for all the snow lovers, including yourself. Enjoy unlimited skiing and snowboarding all season long with adult passes at $319 and junior passes at only $190. It pays for itself in less than 7 ski days on the mountain. Purchase online at terrypeak.com or call or come see us 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily at guest services throughout the month of October at Terry Peak.
Angela just scored a great deal on this dining set and saved an extra $100.
Best day of my life. Second best. Okay. Still a great day.
During the housewarming sale at Furniture Row, you'll find great savings throughout the store. Plus, get extra savings of $100 to $200 with any purchase of $1,000 to $2,000. And enjoy no interest for 4 years. Save big during the housewarming sale on now at Furniture Row.
Hey moms, has your husband been debolded? Rebold your man with Papa Murphy's new Buffalo Chicken Pizza, featuring a bold taste of Frank's Red Hot sauce. Home bake a large for just $11. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
The influenza virus wildly circulates the United States from late fall to early spring every year. It is a main cause of sickness throughout the winter months. Governor Dennis Dugard pictured here getting his flu shot, and he says he's encouraging South Dakota residents to start thinking about the best way to prevent the flu with their own annual flu shot. Last year was South Dakota's deadliest flu season in modern surveillance history, with 1,700 lab-confirmed cases and 63 fatalities. Since the immune system weakens with age, the flu can be severe, even life-threatening for older adults. Yet a new survey of more than 1,000 U.S. adults, 65 years of age and older, conducted by the National Council on Aging, found that many seniors underestimate the seriousness of the flu and are largely unaware of their vaccine options. This is why doctors say it's so important to get the flu vaccine.
Yes, last year was a rough flu season. Hopefully this year is not the case. The best thing we can say is hopefully the flu shot covers. That was part of the problem last year, is it wasn't necessarily covered. The flu shot is really the best protection we have. Other than that, it's typically wash your hands. If you're sick, stay home, cover your mouth when you're coughing.
Flu vaccinations are now available through regional health, including all regional medical clinic and regional urgent care clinics in western South Dakota and eastern Wyoming. Well, hunters take note. South Dakota's pheasant season opens tomorrow with the expectation that hunters will enjoy a better year than they did in 2014. State wildlife leaders estimating the number of birds is up 42% this year. That's great news for those hitting the fields tomorrow. That's due to a second consecutive year of both mild winter temperatures and good spring weather with good moisture. The pheasants per mile index is similar to 2011, when hunters bagged nearly 1.6 million birds. It's not all good news for sportsmen. A strong pheasant season means big business for the state as well. South Dakota's Game Fish and Parks Department estimates that pheasant hunting last year boosted the state's economy, get this, by more than $150 million. The season attracts not only in-state hunters, but also an influx of non-state residents who come to enjoy the sport. But the Game Fish and Parks also issuing a warning for hunters heading out this weekend. The dry and windy conditions can quickly create dangerous fire situations in the field. And South Dakota Game Fish and Parks Wildlife Division Director Tony Leaf is now urging hunters to be careful where they park and drive. The heat from your catalytic converter, muffler, or other engine parts can quickly start a fire. If a fire does start, hunters are encouraged to carry enough water to douse small fires by hand. And if a fire escalates, it's, of course, common sense. Dial 911 right away. And to tell us more about these dry and windy conditions, probably no dinosaur hunting over the weekend. Pheasant hunting good enough. You can tie a bow on that as well. And Bob will tie a bow on your forecast for the weekend, coming up right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
You know, Perkins isn't just about breakfast. There's a whole other side to them. Take their Great Plates menu, over a dozen delicious items from $4 to $8. My favorite is the new Double Catch, $8. Breakfast and a whole lot more. It all comes together at Perkins.
It's all here at Shopko's lowest prices of the season sale. Find Halloween costumes and decor, 60% off. Charmin bath tissue, only $5.68. And this Simmons Big Man's recliner, only $278.88. Bedding, up to 60% off. Lowest prices of the season on kids denim, as low as $9.88. And all family outerwear, lowest price of the season, $29.88 for toddler jackets. It's the last days to save, with thousands of items at lowest prices of the season, only at Shopko.
Scratch and save at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores. Pick up your money-saving Scratch and Save card. Then scratch and save 15, 20, up to 30% off your furniture purchases. Scratch and save 15 to 30% off on brand name sofas, sectionals, and reclining furniture. Scratch and save on dining sets, bedrooms, and select mattresses. Save store-wide. Plus, scratch off and save even more. And get 3 years interest-free financing. So don't wait. Scratch and save now at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores in Rapid City.
Greentree has become Ditech. New name and new opportunities. Highly competitive wages and an impressive benefits package. We have immediate openings for full as well as part-time opportunities in a broad range of phone and non-phone positions, including customer service, collections, correspondence, foreclosure, and many more. See our website for a complete list of job descriptions and openings. Apply today at ditech.com. You'll be glad you took advantage of the new opportunities and made the move to Ditech.
Hey Rapid City, Rushmore Honda's moved to our new location, and we're celebrating with huge markdowns during our grand opening sale. Right now, you can lease a new 15 Civic LX sedan, $101 a month. Lease a 15 Honda Accord LX, $199 a month. Or lease a 15 CRV LX, $199 a month. Over 150 new Hondas available at our new location. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda off I-90 exit 60 on East Mall Drive, and always online at rushmorehonda.com.
You know, Perkins isn't just about breakfast. There's a whole other side to them. Take their great plates menu, over a dozen delicious items from $4 to $8. My favorite is the new Double Catch, $8.
Breakfast and a whole lot more. It all comes together at Perkins.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, the weather almanac, 65 the high, that's about 4 above normal, 61 is normal. 27 our low temperature, first time we've seen our temperature below the freezing mark of this season, but nowhere near the record, 1992, 14 degrees. 7:08 sun up, 6:07 sundown. Out at the airport, we should have a lot of stars, and we do. 41 is that current temperature. We had a maximum wind gust today of 32 miles per hour, winds generally out of the north at 6. Here's the weather story down here, down in Southern California, Arizona, heavy rains, as Shad talked about earlier in the newscast, some mudslides, flooding, all kinds of nasty weather going on down there. And we bring in our future satellite radar. You can see a low pressure area. This is tomorrow afternoon, still sitting over Southern California. So those folks, unfortunately, can expect more flooding conditions, more mudslides, and you can see the rain just pretty well spreads to the north up into Oregon. But, you know, that's the bad news. The good news is they have been suffering this drought for quite some time, so maybe a little bit of relief from the drought while we have high pressure over the plain states. That assures us of another sunny day tomorrow for us. Temperature still on right about normal, seasonal. I don't want to say cool, I'll just say seasonal, because they look for those high temperatures tomorrow in the 60s once again. And a few little sprinkles around the Great Lakes. That's where the cold air is really settling in, over in the Great Lakes area. You can see that northerly component as those clouds kind of drift from the northwest to the southeast. And then Sunday, again, high pressure over the will be influencing our weather. What's going on down here? Still more rain for California, Nevada, Utah, down into the Arizona area, New Mexico area. Lots of much needed rain for those folks. All right, let's take a closer look at all this. Here we are in South Dakota now, and clear skies throughout the evening tonight and tomorrow. Temperatures, as I said, in the 60s. And the only thing we could bring in on Sunday, maybe a few little clouds coming in. Yeah, there they are, just a few little clouds. So we'll go with partly cloudy skies on Sunday. But we'll warm those temperatures up. We expect to see those temperatures in the lower 80s. Here are the high temperatures across South Dakota today. 59 Aberdeen, for example, 52 Madison, 66 Phillip, 58 over there in Faith. What about tomorrow? Not much change in these temperatures, still in the 50s and 60s over West River, East River. The temperatures still in the 50s over there. Sunday, all right, enough of these temperatures in the 60s. Let's get them up in the 70s and 80s, and that's what we expect on Sunday. 77 Buffalo, 79 down in Pine Ridge, 79 over in Phillip. Here are some of the high temperatures today around the Black Hills in the 50s and 60s. And now these are the temperatures we expect tomorrow, again, generally in the 60s. So not much change in those temperatures. And once again, we'll have plenty of sunshine, 63 Sturgis, 62 Belle Fourche, 67 down in Hot Springs. Here's the forecast for tonight. We don't expect the temperature to drop below the freezing mark, 34, clear, chilly, plenty of stars, winds out of the northeast, 5 to 10. Tomorrow, 63, is that what we got? No, 64. We'll have plenty of sunshine, another beautiful fall day in store for us. And tomorrow evening, overnight low temperature in the lower 40s, 41, clear, still cool, winds out of the south, 5 to 10. And the 7-day forecast, here you go, Shad. You said 82, 83. We updated it. We added another degree there. 71 on Monday. Sunday, Monday is going to be very warm days for us, considering, relatively speaking. 67 on Tuesday, maybe some showers. And these seasonal temperatures hold Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with lots of sunshine. ClickBigDeals.com sold out, and I knew it would be sold out. You get 2 tickets to the Potter Family Theater for the price of 1. They're great entertainers. They sing their songs, and the way to put the songs together is just very entertaining. But that one sold out rather quickly.
As we would expect. Yeah. You know, that's one of the highlights of the Christmas tree lighting ceremony we do every year. That's going to be here before we know it, and they perform every year. And the carols, that just makes it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Pretty cool thing. 82 degrees. That didn't feel much like Christmas.
No, not at all.
NewsCenter1 Sports coming up after the break.
For 4 days only, buy your new carpet at Carpet One and everything's included. Carpet, cushion, and installation for one low price, starting at $1.79 per square foot. Plus, get an extra $100 off any flooring purchase of $999 or more, including carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl plank, and more. And get 6 years no interest. Everything's included. Carpet, cushion, and installation for one low price. And get 6 years no interest. But hurry, the sale ends Saturday at Carpet One, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
Black Angus beef and bacon? So Tex. Fire roasted peppers and onions? It's Mex. Let's settle this.
Tex! Should we tell him it's both? Eventually.
When Tex meets Mex, it's a win-win. The Tex-Mex Bacon Thick Burger, only at Hardee's.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
So we've had a Tempur-Pedic for a while, but now that we have the adjustable base, it's even better.
I'm gonna go up.
Discover how Tempur-Pedic can move you.
And right now, get 4 years no interest financing and a $300 gift with purchase of a Tempur-Pedic set. Get your best night's sleep on a Tempur-Pedic. Better prices, better advice. Simply sleep better. Now at 2 locations, by Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Well, the hype has been building for this one all season, and it finally came to a head tonight in Rapid City. The St. Thomas More and Belle Fourche football teams were both tabbed as preseason favorites in the Black Hills Conference Rushmore Division, and the script played out perfectly. They both rolled through the first 7 games with relative ease, and tonight they squared off with the conference title on the line. And as expected, a huge crowd on hand tonight at St. Thomas More High School. We'll pick up the action in the first quarter. First and goal from the 9 for St. Thomas More. Preston Arity passes it to P.J. Friedel. He dives for the end zone and scores a touchdown. Cavaliers on the scoreboard first in this one. On the Cavaliers' next possession now, Arity hooks up with Jake Anderud over the middle, and Anderud turns this into a 50-yard touchdown. STM goes up 14-0. By the way, Arity with 6 touchdown passes tonight. The Broncs finally start moving the ball late in the first. Bryson Westland takes the handoff and finds a huge hole. He's finally taken down by Cole Thurnis, but as you can see, a blatant horse collar penalty by Thurnis, so that sets up 1st and goal from the 4. Start of the second quarter now, and Chase Irwin punches this in from a yard out, and Belfouche cuts the St. Thomas More lead in half, but the Cavaliers run away with this one in the second half. Final score 45-14. Moving on now, Rapid City Central had its hands full tonight against second-ranked Sioux Falls Roosevelt. The Rough Riders with the ball. Jet Thune throws it deep downfield to a wide-open Tyler Van Voorst. He takes it 25 more yards to pay dirt. The 2-point conversion failed, though, so that made it 6-0. More Roosevelt, this time Thune on the quarterback keeper. Thune scrambles 38 yards for the touchdown, and just like that, Sioux Falls goes up 12-0. Later on now, Central moving the ball. Caleb Walton-Blanding completes the pass to Derek Tiller for a cobbler first down. Then a little bit later on the drive, Walton-Blanding to Tiller again in the end zone for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion, though, fails, so Central trailed 12-6, and Roosevelt, though, too much for Central. Final score 68-26. Here's a look at football games from across the state now. Top-ranked Sioux Falls, Washington, no problem with Rapid City Stevens. Final score 42-0. Plus Spearfish snapped a 3-game losing streak with a 34-point win over Sturgis. Also this evening, number 3 Yankton rolled over Douglas by 20, 34-14. And Little Wound knocked off Red Cloud by the same score. The Mustangs improved to 3-4 on the season. Meanwhile, Upton Sundance, Wyoming shut out Lee Deadwood 39-0 is your final score. Plus Hot Springs, too much for Todd County tonight, 56-14. Is your final score. In other action tonight, the Rapid City Christian Comets were looking to improve to 500 as they faced Hill City. Early in the second quarter, Hill City in the red zone. Ryan Skillingstead throws it up there and finds a wide open Noah Kroll in the end zone for the touchdown. That was a 14-yard score. Then the Rangers go for 2. Skillingstead finds Kroll, and the 2-point conversion is good, so Hill City goes up 8-0 with 9:32 left in the second quarter. But Rapid City Christian responds, though, on second and goal. Paul McLaughlin fakes the pass, then runs to the side and dives into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Comets also decide to go for 2. Jordan Graper follows his blockers on the sweep and finds the end zone as well. That tied it up at 8 apiece, and Rapid City Christian holds on to beat Hill City tonight, 34-30. Rounding out the rest of the scores now from week 8 of the season, Kadoka area falls to Wall 44-8. Also, Edgemont upset Phillip tonight by a final score of 44-26. Elsewhere, it was Stanley County all over New Underwood 41-0, and Jones County White River powered past Crow Creek 70-28. Shifting gears now to high school volleyball, Rapid City Central down to Mitchell in 4 sets. The Cobblers will host Huron tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. And the ECHL kicked off a new season tonight. The Rapid City Rush opened on the road in Idaho, and the Steelheads come away with a big win over the Rush 5-1. The two teams will play again tomorrow night. And finally, Kansas City hosted Toronto tonight in Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Salvador Perez hit a home run as the Royals shut down the Blue Jays tonight. Final score 5-0. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
If you know about smoke rings and fat caps and burnt ends and marbling and flavor-producing properties of real hickory wood burned for at least 13 hours at less than 300 degrees, then we don't need to tell you much about this other than where to eat it. Arby's, we have the meats.
Want a smart way to dress up a room? Buy now and get a 3-piece package for as low as $199. Lots of rugs are half off. Visit Flooring America today to shop smart and buy smarter.
The season is here. Are you ready? Gear up and save big at Cabela's Ultimate Outfitter Sale. Find great deals like $170 off a Garmin Rhino 650 GPS radio, $50 off a Bushnell The Truth rangefinder, 20% off select Cabela's Equax base layers, and up to $40 off Cabela's Iron Ridge hunting boots. Make this season count, and don't miss Cabela's Ultimate Outfitter Sale. Shop in-store or online at Cabela's.com.
Which truck brand do you think offers best-in-class HD towing, best V8 horsepower, and has Motor Trend's 2015 Truck of the Year? Ram.
Chevy.
What do you think?
A Ford.
Oh.
Here's the answer. That's the Chevy Silverado HD, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Colorado.
Chevy.
It's Truck Month. Now qualified buyers get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus find your bonus tag and get $4,000 cash allowance on select Silverado 1500 crew cabs in stock. See your Heart of the West Chevy dealer today.
It's the way we craft the Subway chicken and bacon ranch melt that sets it apart. Tender, all-white meat chicken, crispy bacon, Monterey cheddar, and cool, creamy ranch on freshly baked bread. It's irresistible goodness that leads to nothing but happiness. Only at Subway.
NewsCenter1 is now streaming live at 6 a.m., 5:30, and 10 p.m.
Finally tonight, we leave you with the story of Asher Bockelman. He's a local boy fighting a rare and deadly form of cancer. Asher was diagnosed last August with stage 4 rhabdomyosarcoma. 1 year later, the almost 3-year-old boy is now labeled as NAD. That stands for no existing disease or remission, but it's been a long road for both him and his family, emotionally as well as financially. To offset their travel and medical expenses, community members, including members of the National Guard, have come together for the second year in a row to set up the All for Asher 5K. Co-worker of Asher's mom, Melanie Toney, describes the journey so far.
It's been an incredible journey to watch her and her family as they've gone through this. It's been just a roller coaster to see it all happen, and I'm just so glad that he's responded so well to treatment and helping a friend and being there to support her, Asher, Corey, and the whole group has been really important.
And registration starts tomorrow morning at 8:30 at Founders Park, and the race starts at 9:30. It's $20 a person, $40 for an entire family. Melanie says even if you can't participate, come down and show your support on what we expect. And Bob can back us up on this to be a beautiful fall day. Set there along Rapid Creek. So
it's going to be
pulling for Asher. Glad to see that he's apparently in remission. That's a good deal too.
That is a great deal. All right, let's look at those weather conditions for tomorrow for Asher's fun run. There, 64 is the expected high temperature with plenty of sunshine. 83 on Sunday, partly cloudy skies. 71 Monday. Monday's not too bad. Monday doesn't look too bad as well. A few little showers expected Tuesday. We'll keep those temperatures in the 60s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah, and how about those Kansas City Royals? Telling you what.
Off to a great start.
5-0. We'll take that. We'll see what they can do in the rest of the American League Division Championship, and maybe they'll meet the Chicago Cubs. Who knows? Have a great weekend.
When you drive a Ford with intelligent all-wheel drive and great gas mileage, your neighborhood gets a whole lot bigger. So whether you're taking in a show, getting in a workout, or just hanging out with your friends, Ford has the perfect intelligent all-wheel drive vehicle for anything that comes your way. Welcome to the neighborhood. Expand your neighborhood in a new 2016 Ford Fusion with the confidence of intelligent all-wheel drive for just $199 a month. Visit your local Ford store today.
At SoundPro, we are experts in entertaining you in your car, your home, or on the go. SoundPro specializes in all aspects of car audio. We have the best selection of HD TVs and surround sound systems with everything you need to get it hooked up right. At SoundPro, we have 11 professional installers that will set up your home or car system just the way you want. Nobody but SoundPro has a full-time service department to keep your system working year after year. For everything electronic, it's SoundPro, Rapid City's true audio-video specialist.
Bigger than life, SoundPro.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
I chose Mid-Continent Business Solutions because you can't talk business without talking reliability. I need my people to show up every day on time. We stay as long as it takes to get things done. Mid-Continent works that way too. Their network is totally redundant, so the phones work. The internet works. Seriously fast, I might add. Every time. My patients rely on me. I need someone just as reliable. You guys are it.
Mid-Continent Business Solutions. Internet, phone, cable TV, and more.